Good evening and welcome to Eagle Eye News. I'm Cody Bass.
And I'm Tabitha Wheatstruck. Auburn police are searching for a suspect after a pedestrian was hit by a vehicle on Thursday night. A 28-year-old Hispanic male was found laying on Shelton Mill Road near East University Drive. He was taken to East Alabama Medical Center by ambulance, where he was later pronounced dead. Police are asking everyone to keep a lookout for a vehicle that has sustained front-end damage, primarily to the passenger side. Further details about the vehicle are unknown. If you have any information, please contact the police department.
Tropical Storm Matthew is no longer a hurricane, but has caused damage along the East Coast as a Category 4 storm over the weekend. The hurricane killed 1,027 people, 21 of those being in the U.S. Florida, North Carolina, and South Carolina are currently dealing with the repercussions of the storm, as North Carolina suffers from record-breaking floods. Haiti was hit the hardest by Hurricane Matthew as entire communities were destroyed, leaving thousands of people without a home. As you can see, the storm tore through the area, leaving piles of rubble where entire homes once stood. In an effort to help, the Auburn airport opened the airfield for planes from affected areas to safely land. Over 60 planes from Embry-Riddle and Daytona, Florida were able to land in Auburn on Wednesday and safely took off back to Daytona Sunday evening.
As recovery efforts continue across the South, FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, released a new app. Eagle Eye reporter Trent Conquest has more.
With a world full of surprises, there's a new app out there to help us stay prepared. The FEMA app is a new tool that keeps you alert and aware of the latest storms and emergencies near you. We went and asked students on campus how they're using their FEMA app.
I downloaded the FEMA app because of Hurricane Matthew that's bearing down on the Gulf Coast. I've got family that lives in Pensacola, and since I'm here at Auburn, I just thought it would be a really good idea.
The reason I got the FEMA app was because I have family who live down the Gulf Shores, close to where the hurricane's hitting, and it never hurts to be prepared.
I wanted to stay aware of all the severe weather around in the area, and also to help me stay protected, because it gives tips on how to stay protected in like floods or flash floods or fires and stuff like that. So it's a really good tool to use when you're in a dangerous situation. So I just want to be aware.
Seems like next time disaster strikes, college students with the FEMA app will be prepared and know exactly what to do next. Reporting in Auburn, this is Trent Conquest with Eagle Eye News.
With the presidential election approaching, many college students will need to fill out an absentee ballot. The deadline for voter registration is October 24th, and the absentee ballot request deadline is November 3rd.
AU votes.
AU votes.
AU votes. AU votes!
Students all around Auburn's campus have been gearing up for the 2016 presidential election. SGA is dedicated to making sure all Auburn students are politically active while establishing a positive campus political environment.
The Auburn Voter Registration Initiative was launched by SGA at the end of September to encourage and engage all students to register to vote, to be active in the upcoming elections for November 8th. We have made it real easy for Auburn students to learn how to get registered to vote. They can go to auburn.edu/SGA to find information about voting in all 50 states, information about submitting an absentee ballot in Alabama, and links to the candidates' platforms. We also will have in-person campus registration events at every weekly O-Day until October the 24th, and at this upcoming Family Friday.
Registering to vote is one of the easiest things you can do. If you live in the state of Alabama, you can go to alabamavotes.gov and register to vote in Lee County, or you can get an absentee ballot from your county. And if you live in another state, make sure you go and find your government agencies where you can vote, and it's super easy to get the absentee ballot because it matters to vote. Make sure you get that order in on time or change your registration as soon as possible, because the election is coming November 8th and it's right around the corner.
To find out more information on AU votes and voter registration drives, visit SGA's website before October 24th. Auburn University's SGA will be running voter registration drives throughout the month. You know, I'm actually really excited. This is going to be my first presidential election to vote in, so I'm pretty pumped about it.
This will be the second one that I've actually gotten to vote in, and
Really?
I've been registered for quite some time. I'm super excited.
Yeah, I just filled mine out and sent it in, so I'm excited.
Never too late.
Exactly.
Until the deadline.
Coming up, we'll hear from Ellie McCoy why you'll want to be on the green space this upcoming week. You're watching Eagle Eye TV on Channel 6.
This is a place where it only takes a second to imagine your future. Grasp a new concept in class. Inspire a child's curiosity. Discover a real-world solution. seize an unexpected opportunity.
There goes Davis!
This is where you gain the preparation, confidence, and determination to succeed. This is Auburn.
Hey guys, I'm Ellie McCoy, and this is Eagle Eye Entertainment. The signs of fall are everywhere this week. Kicking it off, UPC is hosting Pumpkin Palooza this Wednesday and Thursday. The event allows students to pick out a pumpkin of their choice and decorate it. UPC will also be handing out a free pumpkin coffee to students who participate in the event. Fall doesn't stop at decorating pumpkins. The Career Ecology Preserve will be hosting a discovery hike this Thursday at 3:30 to find fall foliage around Auburn. The event is free and open to the public. Finally, Opelika farmers will have a chance to showcase their work this weekend during the O Grows Pop-Up Framers Market. The market, located at 1103 Glen Street in Opelika, is a great way to support the local economy. To find out more, you can go to the O Grows Farmers Market page on Facebook or look under the hashtag #LocalIsBetter. Time to get your groove on with this year's G5 Beat dance competition.
So we're at the Student Act today, and this is G5B. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're here for Gamma Phi Beta.
Gamma Phi Beta's favorite event of the year, G5B, took place on October 6th in efforts to raise money for their philanthropic organization, Girls on the Run.
G5B has been an incredible experience. You know, everybody talks about it. Past alumni are like, you know, this is an incredible experience. Make the most of it. So I'm ready. I'm ready for the challenge.
G5B is a dance competition between various campus organizations. These organizations practice for weeks in efforts to create funny and creative dances while also raising money for Girls on the Run. This organization is close to the heart of the members of Gamma Phi Beta because it helps to fulfill their mission of building strong girls.
What we've done to prepare for it, it's been so much. We had to plan all of the event and kind of just really having a lot of part with everyone kind of coming together and helping me out. Just having a lot of benefit nights and getting ready for the event, I guess. Yes, I'm so excited. I've heard some really great things and seen a lot of really good clips of what they're going to look like. So I'm super excited to get to sit up at the judges' table.
Some of this year's organizations included last year's champions Sigma Nu, Brothers Under God, Theta Chi, and many others. However, this year, Pi Kappa Alpha took home the first place trophy with their creative theme, Jurassic Pike. Pi Kappa Phi placed in second, and Sigma Nu came in third. Overall, G5B had an amazing turnout and accomplished their goal of raising a lot of money to support Girls on the Run. Reporting for Eagle Eye News, this has been Ellie McCoy. Wow, those were some great moves for a great cause. This weekend, Dance Marathon gave students a reason to run.
Students traded in their dancing shoes for running shoes last Saturday for Auburn University Dance Marathon's annual FT 5K. Runners raced through campus in support of AUDM's philanthropy, the local Children's Miracle Network Hospital in Columbus, Georgia. The winner of the 5K, Davis Kelly, feels as though this race stands above the rest.
It really does feel different doing it for a cause. I mean, even if it's like a teeny portion, I guess. I don't know, it feels a little more substantial. Like there's a reason behind it.
All of the money raised from this event goes towards the local Children's Miracle Network Hospital and the children who receive treatment there. In attendance were some of AUDM's miracle children, including Emily Cunningham, who was able to share her story with participants and even be a part of the race herself.
Last year, I wasn't able to walk it because of my heart and blood pressure not working together very well. They're still not working together, but I was determined to do it, and so I walked it.
This event brings AUDM closer to their fundraising goal of $50,000 this year and to their main event on February 11th, 2017.
I really hope that people will see like our spirit and that we're fun and that we're getting out there, we're doing things, but that it's not just about like the run or the main event, that it's really about fundraising for Children's Miracle Network. And we've already, thank you so much to everybody who ran because we've seen such a huge boost in fundraising.
This has been Victoria Jackson reporting for Eagle Eye TV, Channel 6.
You can either register for Dance Marathon or donate at audancemarathon.com. For more entertainment news, be sure to follow us on Twitter at Eagle Eye TV. Also, tune into The Scoop, Wednesdays at noon, right here on Eagle Eye TV. Up next is DJ John Risha with a review of a recently released album followed by the latest in Auburn sports. You're watching Eagle Eye TV, Channel 6.
Happy Monday, y'all. I'm Risha, and this week's album is Wrong Crowd by Tom Odell. I really like Tom Odell because of his amazing voice and his amazing piano skills. His first album back in 2014 really kind of showed this, and he only built off that in his second album. His second album becomes a little bit more upbeat, but at the same time still has that great vocals and amazing piano melodies, which I really enjoy. Check it out.
The 2016 elections are right around the corner, and registering to vote is easier than ever. SGA is dedicated to encouraging students to exercise their right to be politically active and maintaining a positive campus political environment.
We are asking all Auburn students who are over the age of 18 and who are citizens to register to vote. As students about to graduate from college, it is imperative that we take action today to ensure a bright future for our country. And the best way to do that is by voting.
Auburn SGA has launched our Voters Registration Initiative, a project aimed at encouraging students to become politically educated and engaged. Our goal is to register over 1,000 students, and we can't do it without you.
We are partnering with campus organizations in a nonpartisan effort to register as many students as we can by October 24th. Throughout this month-long process, we'll be hosting registration drives where you'll be able to register and we can answer any questions that you may have about the voting process.
To learn more, log on to auburn.edu/SGA to find more information about upcoming registration events, state-by-state guidelines on how to register, absentee ballot information, and more. And on November 8th, exercise your right and vote.
AU votes.
AU votes.
AU votes.
AU votes.
AU votes.
Soccer and football continue to win in SEC play, and the Iron Bowl volleyball is taken by Auburn. I'm Aaliyah Smith, and this is Eagle Eye Sports. Auburn soccer squared off against another SEC opponent yesterday afternoon to extend their 4-game win streak.
The number 18 Auburn Tigers returned home Sunday afternoon to face the 6-7 Mississippi State Bulldogs at the Auburn Soccer Complex. The Tigers dominated the game, winning 3-0. The first goal of the game came in the 27th minute by Ellie Leak. The Tigers shook again 10 minutes later when Brooke Ramsier scored off of a corner kick. Then, in the second half, Kristen Dodson put the game away for the Tigers, scoring in the 60th minute off of a header. Auburn had 20 total shots throughout the game, only having 7 saved by Mississippi State. Auburn's defense also showed their dominance, allowing only 4 shots by the Bulldogs, all which came in the second half. Tiger fans packed the stands on the sunny afternoon in support of Auburn. I'll be joined in the fun by helping during a halftime match between local soccer teams. The fans and Auburn players cheered for senior goalie Allie Scott when she came into the game during the second half, having the lone Auburn save of the game. This is Auburn's 5th straight win. They will look to extend their win streak on Friday when they face the Arkansas Razorbacks at 7 p.m. For Eagle Eye Sports, I'm Sarah Polcheski.
The Tigers have outscored their last 5 SEC opponents 13-3. Auburn will return to the pitch this Friday to face Arkansas. Kickoff is set for 7. Coming off a hard loss versus Missouri Friday, Auburn volleyball bounced back on Sunday to take down the Crimson Tide. The Auburn volleyball team was able to defeat Alabama 3-1 Sunday afternoon in the Auburn Arena. Before the game, Auburn's men's basketball coaches and players served free hamburgers and hot dogs to Auburn students. Starting off, both teams were tied at 7, but later Auburn was able to close out the set with 4 straight points to win 25-19. The Crimson Tide took the second set 25-21, and the teams went into intermission, both having 1 set apiece. Barksdale sealed the set 3 win with a kill. Back-to-back kills from Benzana gave Auburn the match 25-19. Head coach Rick Nold said the team played with a resilient attitude and it was probably one of the best defensive performances all season. Everybody at different times stepped up and made plays. A trio of Tigers had double-digit kills on that day, but freshman Benzada led the way with 14 kills. Junior setter Philly picked up another double-double of the season, having 43 assists and 10 digs. Junior Earl had a match best with 24 digs. Sunday's attendance was the third highest crowd in Auburn volleyball history. Fans were able to get autographs from the players after the game. The Tigers welcomed Georgia for a Wednesday night match, October 12th at 7 p.m. Aaliyah Smith, Eagle Eye Sports. The Tigers will make their way back to the court this Wednesday as they welcome in the Bulldogs of Georgia. First serve is set for 7. Auburn football hit the road and won big on Saturday.
Auburn football scored early and often as the Auburn Tigers took down the Bulldogs of Mississippi State for their first road game of the year. The Tigers struck the scoreboard first with a Sean White 3-yard touchdown pass to Ryan Davis. The Tigers put more points on the board in the first quarter with a 1-yard Cameron Petway rushing touchdown. Auburn continued scoring in the second quarter, scoring 3 more times. 2 touchdowns from Cameron Petway and a forced fumble on the defense by Carl Lawson was scooped up and taken into the end zone by Montravius Adams for the score. The Tigers shut out the Bulldogs in the first half, but could not keep them out of the end zone in the second, as Mississippi State scored a touchdown in both the third and fourth quarter. With under 2 minutes to go, the Tigers sent in Daniel Carlson for the 25-yard field goal to seal the victory as the Tigers win 38-14. Auburn is headed into their bye week before returning to Jordan-Hare Stadium to take on the Arkansas Razorbacks on October 22nd. In Starkville, this is Erica Justiniano with Eagle Eye Sports.
The Tigers head into their bye week newly ranked as the number 23rd team in the nation. Auburn returns to the Plains on Saturday, October 22nd to host the Razorbacks of Arkansas. Moving on to other sports that are just starting out their season. Auburn swimming is set to take on Kentucky this Wednesday here on the Plains, and equestrian will host Texas A&M on Saturday. Want more sports updates throughout the week? We've got you covered. Just like us on Facebook at Eagle Eye TV and catch Tiger Tally on Friday mornings. Now let's catch up with Trent Conquest, who will have a look at this week's weather.
Hello everyone, my name is Trent Conquest and today I'm going to be showing you the weather. Tomorrow's forecast, we're going to have a temperature of 60 with humidity of 47, so it's going to be a little chilly in the morning with a little bit of that dry heat that nobody likes. And of course at lunchtime it's going to go up to 73 with a humidity of 31, so it's going to be a little chilly, but at the same time we're going to have a lot of that heat. And then of course the temperature will drop down to 66 with a humidity of 39. So things are going to get a lot cooler and hopefully it just keeps going down that path as we approach winter. On the next slide here we got our 5-day forecast. As always in Auburn, we have a wonderful, beautiful, sunny lineup here. And of course, we have the War Eagle Invitational this Friday with swim and dive. Be sure to check that out. It's going to be a good time. And as you can see on our large-scale forecast, we are one of the cooler areas. Sadly, we are not as hot as Dallas. And sadly, we're also not as cool as New York, but we're in that sweet spot. That's where we want to be. You know, the fall time is great. And as you can see to the local forecast, we are pretty much tied in here with Columbus, Georgia, and we are just a little bit cooler than Montgomery. What can I say? Can't argue that. War Eagle. And that's all I have for you all this week. My name is Trent Conquest, and we'll see you right after this next commercial break.
All right, you look good. So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born, and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Hey guys, I am here with Gracie Breitenfeld and Chandler Donegan. They are the president and vice president of a new organization on campus called STARS. So, can you guys tell us what it stands for and what inspired you guys to start this new organization?
Yeah, STARS stands for Standing Together Against Rape and Sexual Assault, and I started it at the very end of August, and I was just really inspired after it happened to me. I felt like I knew I wasn't the only one at Auburn that was struggling and that had happened to, and I didn't want anyone else to feel alone, and so that's why I started STARS.
Okay. So why do you guys think this is important, like, for our campus in general? I know, like, there's plenty of girls out there with the same story, but what kind of impact do you guys think that this will bring to campus?
Well, it happens to girls, it happens to guys, and we like to say it really is everyone's problem, and we don't only want survivors to be able to come forward and kind of make a difference, but, you know, other people too, because, like, you know, if it hasn't happened to you, then you know somebody that it has happened to.
Absolutely, and our mission statement is healing, advocacy, and prevention. In order to do that,
we were teaming up with the rape counselors of East Alabama, and we're able to team up with them. And what they do is they help with medical and legal expenses and legal help for people that have experienced sexual assault or rape.
And counseling.
And counseling as well. And so through that and through focus groups and through fundraising to help fund other organizations as well, we're going to be able to make a difference in a lot of lives.
And also, we're just kind of like providing a place for survivors to just understand that they're not alone. And, you know, what we say, healing, advocacy, and prevention, the advocacy part of that is empowering people to use their stories, because when something like that happens to you, your power, you know, is taken away from you for a while, and it can feel like you don't really have any control over anything in your life. And so this is kind of a way to give people the opportunity to use one of the worst things that has ever happened to them and, you know, use it going forward and use it to help someone else. And, you know, like when it happened to me, all I could think was nothing good is ever going to come out of this unless I use it to help someone else. And that's really the only good thing that can come out of that. And so that's kind of what we want to give other people the opportunity to do as well.
Yeah, good. So those around campus that it has happened to or hasn't, how can they get involved?
They can get involved. We have an application form on AU Involve. It's in the Forms tab. And as well, we have meetings on Monday nights at 9 p.m. And so on AU Involve, we're also going to post what room we're in. That we also have information going out through email and through a text messaging system that when you come to a meeting, you can sign up for and be able to get updates through so that you'll know what's going on at all times. And we'll also be on the concourse this Wednesday.
Yeah, we do have meetings every other Monday at 9, and basically at these meetings, we're not only going to have like cool speakers come in, but, you know, other survivors can share their stories if they want. And eventually we're going to be taking members from our organization to other organizations on campus, like sororities, fraternities, and stuff like that, and just kind of spreading awareness, because I think it makes a bigger impact when you can actually see, like, I'm an Auburn student, this happened to me. Like, you can physically see, you know, how it happens. And yeah, we have fundraisers, we have benefit nights, so we have a bunch of cool ideas to raise money for rape counselors of East Alabama this year, so it'll be great. If you're not in STARS, you can still come to our benefit nights and all of our other fundraising events.
Yeah, well, even if you're not a part of it, I'm sure it'll make an impact somehow.
Absolutely.
So thank you guys so much for being here with us today and talking about it to all the students on campus. So up next, we'll learn more about Auburn history. This is Eagle Eye TV, Channel 6.
Auburn Guides is your guide to Auburn University. You can access schedules, create your own to-do lists, interact with friends, and always get the most up-to-date information. The Auburn Guides app gives access to information on the go so you never miss out. Auburn Guides is available for free on the Play Store and Apple App Store.
This week, we go back many years ago to the beginning of Auburn University. The town of Auburn was first settled in the winter of 1836 by a group from Harris County, Georgia. The settlers were led by Judge John Harper, who intended to build a town that would be turned into a religious and educational center. 20 years later, East Alabama Male College was established, and they began liberal arts classes for men in 1859. It was only open for 2 years before it had to close from 61 to 66 due to the Civil War. Schooling and businesses closed, and Auburn was the site of a hospital for Texan Confederate soldiers. After the Civil War, Auburn's economy entered a prolonged depression. Businesses remained closed, and a series of fires in the 60s and 70s gutted the downtown area. East Alabama Male College was turned over to the state in 72 and was renamed to Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical College, with a new mission as a land-grant college. 20 years later, they officially allowed the enrollment of women. This has made Auburn the oldest four-year co-educational school in the state and the second oldest in the Southeast.
Auburn has a lot of deep history that runs deep.
Yeah, I'm just happy that they started allowing women, because then I wouldn't be able to come here.
Exactly, and the first male learned liberal arts, so I think that was pretty cool. That's what my major is, so both of our majors are.
Yeah.
So I know we have some social media to go through. We got a couple tweets we're going to read to y'all. So Mike Rogers, on this day in 1859, the East Alabama Male College opened. Today you may better recognize that school as Auburn. So I know when East Alabama Male College was opened, I know the main building where Sanford Hall now is was called Old Main. So it burned down in 1888 and rebuilt in 1889, and that's what we know as Sanford. So I thought that's pretty cool.
That is really cool. I actually didn't know that Sanford wasn't there before.
Yeah.
So Auburn Campus Rec actually tweeted a trivia question. So from 1861 to 1866, Auburn was closed. So what was the event that caused it to close? And Chris Watson actually was the only one to answer, and he answered it correctly. It was the Civil War, for those of you who don't know. So yeah.
Yeah, I know the whole town was closed, and they just turned everything into a hospital, so I thought that was pretty interesting, too.
Yeah, it was kind of inevitable, I think, for them to turn it into a hospital. I mean, all your men are going out to war.
Exactly.
You have to have somewhere for them to go.
Right. We have one more, something Facebooked by Shadows Paranormal Investigations. So Auburn University Chapel in Auburn, Alabama, after this chapel was used during the Civil War as a hospital, it seems to have acquired the ghost of a former Confederate soldier named Sidney Grimlett. He is now said to reside elsewhere on campus, haunting the theater troupe that used to use the chapel as a theater. Yeah, I've been to the chapel only during normal business hours, so I don't want to go there during the nighttime. But
yeah, I've only walked by it, but now I'm going to be looking for a ghost.
Oh, no, I'm going to stay clear of it.
Especially because it's Halloween coming up.
I'm not a big fan of Halloween either, but that's okay. If you would like to join the conversation, please use the hashtag EagleEyeTV on Instagram and Twitter. Up next, we have more on what's taking place on Auburn's campus and across the community. You're watching Eagle Eye TV, Channel 6.
I hope that you've been able to learn a strong work ethic surrounded by character, integrity, perseverance, so that when your 1 second comes, you'll be prepared for it.
Chris Davis.
45, there goes Davis! Your 1 second, our 1 second is now. And our lives have been guided by the principles of one of the greatest academic institutions in the country, Auburn University.
Auburn University's College of Architecture, Design, and Construction has been ranked in the top 20 of America's best architecture and design schools. The rankings were released by Design Intelligence Quarterly and are based on annual surveys by leading practitioners in these fields. This is the 11th year that Auburn has been ranked in the top 20 best programs nationally. Hiring firms have ranked Auburn 2nd in construction, 5th in sustainable design, 6th in teamwork, and the 8th in best communication skills.
Auburn University has kicked off their 23rd annual Beat Bama Food Drive. From now until November 16th, Auburn will be competing against the University of Alabama. Each university will be trying to collect the most donated food leading up to the Iron Bowl. The Beat Bama Food Drive is in partnership with the East Alabama Food Bank to help the 66,000 individuals in East Alabama who don't know where their next meal is coming from. Several food collection barrels are located across campus and throughout the community.
The Auburn community is welcoming 2 new shops to the downtown area this upcoming November.
Auburn will be introducing 2 new shops to the ground floor of Magnolia Plaza, Dress Up and Taco Mama. Dress Up is a woman's boutique that offers a wide range of trends. They'll introduce over 70 new styles every week. And Taco Mama is an authentic Mexican cantina with good authentic food. I had the chance to talk with Dress Up's Hillary Harper. When I asked why Auburn, she said, quote, "Started in a college town. That is our target customer, and we love college towns, the atmosphere and the energy that it has. So when the opportunity came available in Auburn, we jumped on it because we wanted to be a part of what Auburn has to offer." Let's see what the student has to say about new businesses coming to Auburn.
I'm very excited. I think these new businesses coming in will really boost the local economy. And of course, being a college girl in a sorority, I love having more boutiques to shop at and more options and more competition between the local businesses.
Reporting from Auburn, Eagle Eye News, Channel 6.
Both Dress Up and Taco Mama are planning the beginning hiring process this month before their doors open in November.
Downtown Auburn also has a new donut shop that is sure to offer a variety of tasty treats.
Near the corner of East Magnolia and Gay Street, next to the Draft House, is downtown Auburn's newest sweet spot, the University Donut Company. Full of delicious sweet treats and specially brewed coffee from Mama Mocha's, University Donut Company is for sure to offer up a fun and tasty environment.
So the original idea was created by my daughter and her son and my son-in-law and my husband and I. So it's sort of a family business. And the idea was to do donuts, but do them in a different way.
And different is an understatement. There's one with Oreos and gummy worms, and there's even one with maple and bacon. But one thing stands true, the customer's creations are some of the most important.
We offer 6 or 7 different bases. We offer 12 different icings. We offer cans and cans of different candies and sesame seeds and cashews and all kinds of toppings that you can put on your donut. So the idea is that when you come in, you have in your mind what you might like to eat. We can help you create that.
Now there's always new flavors being created, so every day you're in store for a new treat. Come grab your donut and grab your coffee, relax, and have a good time. Reporting in Auburn, I'm Ben Bracken with Eagle Eye TV.
You know, I actually haven't been there yet. I've seen the truck driving around and I've walked by it. I'm going to have to try it though because I'm a sucker for iced coffee.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big sweets person, but I hear they have a maple bacon donut, so I need to try that.
I heard that too. I'm sure that is going to be an awkward taste.
Well, I don't know.
That's all for Eagle Eye News tonight. Tune in after this show for a live look-in of the SGA Senate meeting. And keep up with all the latest news in Auburn throughout the week by following us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Eagle Eye TV. I'm Tabitha Wheatstruck.
And I'm Cody Bass. Thanks for joining us, and War Eagle.